Hey friends, Steve Guttenberg here, and I am the Audiophiliac. Today, I am pleased, very pleased, to tell you about the Cambridge Audio AXA35, AXA35 integrated amplifier. It looks like this. That's the front. You might have guessed that by now, right? And here is the rear. And one of the things that I noticed back there, a couple of things that are a little unusual. There is a 5-volt, a 5-volt USB charging port. You don't see that on too many integrated amplifiers. It's a Class AB design, has a really big, for its size, toroidal transformer, nice heatsink. The front panel is plastic. I think of all the compromise to be made, I think that's certainly an acceptable one in a $350 product that's on the inside built as well as this one is. But more important than all that is that it sounds really good. I mean, I put it up against my long-term budget reference, which is an NAD C316 BEE, which is now the BEE V2. And you know, I've been using that NAD for a long time now. This is better. This has more. They're both, well, this is 35 watts a channel. They don't say for 4 ohms or 8 ohms, it's just 35 watts. The NAD is 40 watts, so that's close enough for government work. This Cambridge sounds a lot more powerful. It's got more oomph, more grunt, more slam. But it's not just that it's a brute force thing. It's got more delicacy. It's sweeter. It's more spacious. Going back to the NAD sounds hard and a little leaner. You might say faster, but not really. I mean, the differences tonally were so great. I was concerned as I was into this switching back and forth mode that maybe the tone controls, because they both have tone controls. I thought maybe the tone controls were maladjusted, misadjusted on one of them, but nope, they were both in their flat positions for bass and treble. That's the tone controls each one has. And they were both in their flat mode. And yet, the Cambridge just had this voluptuous warmth. Not that it was too voluptuous or too round or too soft. No, not at all. It's just that the NAD by comparison was a little uptight by comparison. I played some craft work and those deep bass synth lines, and I was playing it on the Klipsch RP 5000F speakers, so they go down pretty low, and the difference in the bass potency between the two amps was very significant. So, oh, and I should mention, by the way, that the AXA35 also has a phono input. On the other hand, it doesn't have any digital inputs, and you might expect them, but I think it's actually a good choice that they're not there. They made a straight, all analog, Class AB amplifier for $350. That's pretty good for 2019. Now, DACs, digital converters, they change all the time, so it makes sense for it not to be built in, and if it was built in on a product like this, it would just be some cheap chip thing, you know, so it doesn't really matter. If you care about the sound quality of your digital stuff, get an outboard DAC starting for around $100 for a shit SCHIT, if you're new to this game. A shit Modi, they are $99, probably better than any built-in DAC on a budget amp or receiver. You know, pair that baby up with the AXA35 and you'd be a happy camper. And if you're really into it, and 2 or 3 years down the road, there's some new wonderful digital sensation that you just got to have. Buy another DAC, hook it up to the AXA35, and you'd be rocking and rolling till the cows come home. So you gotta make your choices in the world, right? And Cambridge engineers made some choices here, not to include a DAC, but to include a phono preamp. That's probably a good choice. To make it Class AB and not D, good choice for a $350 product. build quality seems good. There you have it. I am mucho impressed by the Cambridge Audio AXA35 integrated amplifier. It might be my new reference. I'm still in it. I'm still thinking about it. I may say bye-bye to the NAD and welcome the AXA35. We'll see how that goes. Time will tell. My name is Steve Guttenberg. This is the Audiophiliac Daily Show. If you like it, please subscribe. Oh, and if you like the stuff that I do, because I do other stuff in this YouTube channel, best way to find it all is follow me on Twitter at AudiophiliacMan. And if you like these videos, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please give them a thumbs up when you like them. Share them with your audiophile pals. And if you really like it, and you've gotten this far into the video, check out the Patreon, which can be found at patreon.com/audiophiliac.